Matt, you're on Ron Fez.
What's up, boys? Yeah, I got 3 friends that never shave, and the reason why is because they all have clefts under the chins. I think Fezzy mentioned it earlier.
You got a cleft?
No, I would have to have a chin to have a cleft in it. No, I don't have a cleft in my chin.
I thought people like a cleft chin. You got one, Jivin?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's almost like...
I never shave, though.
It's almost like an asshole in your chin.
Yeah.
Kirk Douglas had that, and women are crazy about it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Don Mattingly has it as well.
Yeah.
And women like him. That works.
Yeah, except for he's got no rings. All right, let's grab Lilly. Lilly,
radio job.
What do you think of... well, don't worry about that. You're going to bounce back.
Oh, sure.
Do you send this stuff to D.C.?
I send it everywhere.
Okay. Here's Lilly. What do you think of the clef? Huh?
They're all right.
But, I mean, you were crazy about it for a while, right?
Maybe, sure.
Didn't you just try to balance yourself up on it? Where you going? Why can't you come back? We're all friends now. How come your exes never want to say not one nice thing about you? Ever. Even though you get along nice now, right?
Yeah, sure. Can't do nothing but make fun of me.
Right. Why can't you back them up, Lily? Come on over and grab a mic, honey. Because today's your day.
It's fine. I like it. I didn't say anything bad about it.
You love it.
No, I don't love it.
It used to be one of your favorite things?
Not really, no.
What was your favorite thing about Jivin physically? Big hog?
I don't really know. I can't
Why
remember.
are you acting like...
It's been such a long time. I can't remember.
If I wasn't here, she'd be talking,
yeah, right.
all kinds of smack.
Jeez.
Here she comes.
What was the question again?
What was it that attracted you to Jivin at first?
Physically or...
Sure, physically.
He's cute.
Uh-huh. Why can't you look at him while you talk?
It's kind of uncomfortable.
Is this an uncomfortable moment for you?
One of the few, yeah.
Jivin, did you know that you broke her heart, or you didn't even know it?
I didn't think it was that big of a deal at the time, Ronnie, I gotta tell you.
No, that hurts to hear that, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because you were in love.
Sure.
Yeah. And you didn't know that she was in love?
I thought... I didn't think it was... I didn't know she felt that deeply about it, no.
Well, so... That's awful to hear that, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fine, though. It's a good thing I'm over it.
But,
you seem like you're over it.
Oh, comfortable. Comfortable moment. But, when you put your heart out like that, and then what happens?
Yeah, you get nothing in return. That's why I don't do it anymore.
You don't... Yeah, you know what? You've actually taken her off dating.
Yeah, I like being that life-changing guy.
Yeah.
I think I've played that role a couple times. It's good, because then, you go back and you see a completely different person. It feels good to ruin somebody like that for the next guy.
Do you think that she's ruined, or...
Maybe?
No.
No.
Do you guys ever get together and talk as friends now?
Yeah, like bullshitting, sure.
Yeah, but you can't really say what you want to say. You wouldn't be able to tell him that he really hurt you.
I think he already knew that. I think I told him that, but there's really nothing left to say.
But he doesn't get it.
I don't know if he doesn't get it. I just don't think he cares.
Yeah.
Oh.
So.
Do you care, Jivin?
Of course, I feel bad. I do, but what are you going to do? That's just kind of the way it goes.
Yeah. Did it come out of left field? Were you expecting it?
Honestly, I can't really remember.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think it was kind of like a shock almost.
What did it for you, Jivin? When did you say to yourself, I can't be with Lily anymore?
It wasn't it.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't... I felt like I'd be wasting both of our time if
So you're looking for Miss Right?
Just not necessarily Miss Right, it just wasn't Miss Right now anymore,
I see. I see. You thought it was, though? Well, in your mind, then.
I think then I did, sure.
Yeah.
Now I look back and say, no,
really
wasn't.
What was I thinking?
Yeah.
Isn't that funny? How you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was also, like, the first real relationship you were in, too, right? I mean, outside of something that was more high school-like.
No, not really.
That was a quote that you said
No. No, it was more serious than most of my previous relationships, is what I said.
Yeah.
Not more real.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have fake relationships.
Like he does?
Like, I don't know.
Pretend.
I mean, now looking back on it, is Jivin kind of superficial?
I don't think he's superficial.
Mm-hmm.
I just think he's a liar.
What did he lie about?
No, I'm just saying.
glad,
like,
seriously, because we're all
there's just
friends
certain
here.
things that not a liar, but he doesn't like to tell truths.
Yeah.
Is what I'm gonna say.
I don't know
likes-
what.
yeah.
I don't know what I lied about.
What
or-
You know, certain things.
Like leading you on?
No, not like that at all. Just
Yeah.
things about his past, which I know really shouldn't matter, but
Yeah.
they do to me, and I like knowing things that he just. Never
Well, that
told me.
was she's. Sometimes when you date that certain kind of girl, where they need to know every single piece of pussy you ever had in your
Right.
entire life, they want to know exactly how it was and how they compare to it.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I don't want to know how many people, some
Yeah.
girl slept with, because I can't. That'll be in my head for the rest of the relationship.
So you're like, you found that to be insecure of her to want to know, and did you share these things with her?
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
No, you
she.
didn't.
No, come on.
No,
I didn't
you
share
did
because
not.
But I told you that stuff. Why does that stuff matter so much?
But then it was okay when you would ask me.
I would
That's
never.
it.
When did I ask you? Don't lie. Come on.
remember.
Don't lie. You remember nothing.
So you're saying that the main problem was you felt like you were constantly being judged, like you had to perform for her all the time and say she was the best?
Not only that, but it was just, she was obsessed with past girlfriends. More so, she was more interested in that than the current relationship that she was in at the time.
Or future girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, whoops.
Oh,
Yikes. Oh.
I see. We're back to I didn't even get that. That's right. Because you went back with an old girlfriend.
I did.
Who was another friend of ours, Tenacious C.
Yes.
Wow, Fez, that was uncomfortable. You brought that up. And was that why you were Lily? Did you start talking with C again?
No. I mean,
Because
that
he
was...
didn't know that you were even in a big relationship.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, there was no... I think that's where Lily got a lot of her anger from at first, was that she thought that me and her ended because Tenacious C and I started, but they were completely unrelated.
Even though they happened at exactly the same time?
Same day?
Yeah. Was it same day?
No.
Who decided to get back together with C, you or her? Who made the first call?
I think that it was... I think she might have made a call to me a couple times while we were, not together, and then I guess I initiated that last thing between us.
Do you believe him, Lil?
I really don't care enough to.
Yeah. But even beyond that, do you believe what he's saying right now?
Not really, no.
Yeah. I don't believe him either. I never think anyone leaves first base without heading to second. I really do think you always leave one person for another. The whole thing is I need a little room. No one ever really needs a little room. They need a little something different. But who would ever go, no, I'm going to break up with you and sit at home this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Why do that? I'm getting some feedback here, particularly from the women, Jivin. Here's
Not
some
a fan,
feedback.
not a Jivin fan.
What an ass. He's a dick. Total douche. And one of these was, can I come in and kick him in the balls?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. That's a nice language for a woman getting married soon.
Now, do you think that is women sticking up for women, or do you think,
I think it is. I mean, I remember when she first came on here and was doing her psycho thing and crying, and the message board was pretty much nothing but what a cunt and all that good stuff towards her. So.
Why are you talking? Why bring me into it?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
They like me, so.
But so
That's it right there.
What's that?
That's that. Everybody loves me. I'm the greatest sort of attitude. That kind of drove me up a wall a little bit.
I see. I didn't know that. Did you know that about you, Lil?
No.
Really?
I had no idea.
Yeah. Didn't know you had a big ego, huh?
So because of that, that's what you just couldn't take it anymore.
I don't know. It's just the personalities didn't quite match up. I think she's a great person. I liked hanging out with her. I liked talking to her, but I don't know. Just couldn't see it lasting much longer than that.
Let me read some more of the new emails back in. Ha 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 ha. Go fuck yourself, pretty boy.
Dave, your girl thinks I'm pretty.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself, arrogant ass. Lily is the best. So the women are definitely sticking up for Lily right
That's the last time I come to a PAC rally.
You're not going to go anymore?
Oh, no, that's it.
Okay. Wow. That's trouble then.
Pulling my support.
That's trouble.
And all the CT and Jivin listeners.
Yeah. Now,
Which are CT and Jivin.
Yeah. Now, Lily, looking back over this, wish you never were in a relationship with him, or are you glad that it happened?
I don't know. That's a tough question.
Yeah. Because I always think about that, too. When things end bad, is it worth it because you had great times before that, or...
No, actually, it really wasn't worth it.
Wasn't worth it in this case.
No.
What about for you, Jivin?
Yeah, I had fun.
Yeah.
It's just one in the books, Ronnie. I keep them all up here, up in my head, and
yeah,
that's it.
All right. Does that make you feel good or bad that you're just in the books?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Kind of bad, I guess.
Let me ask you this. Since you've been with her, have you ever fantasized about her since? Some of the things that you did.
Oh, of course. You got to bring these things back up in your mind when you're, sometimes the internet doesn't do it for you.
I see. What about for you, Lil? You ever fantasize about Jivin?
Not in a very, very, very long time.
But you did it first after he left you.
Sure.
Because you were crazy about him.
Well, yeah.
At the time.
Sure.
And now to find out he never was crazy about you, it's...
Well, I mean, I think he may be lying a bit on how insignificant it was, but...
Do you think he's shielding himself here?
Or trying to look tough in front of Ron Fez.
Yes.
Trying to be the bad boy.
I never said insignificant. I just said it wasn't on the same level, I guess.
Right.
But there goes your ego again, thinking that how could you be not so special to somebody?
What's wrong with that? I think I'm great.
Uncomfortable moments we're having here on the Ron Fez show. Breakup of two friends, Jivin and Lily, who, oddly enough, we both know from different times. This is one of the few times we've ever sat down with both of them together. Matter of fact, I don't know whether you know this. When we met Lily through Earl, she talked about her bad breakup for a long time, months, I think, till we found out it was you.
I remember hearing that. It kind of blew your mind once you finally guessed.
I'm going, how small is New York City? Because I didn't know that it was somebody that she had worked with, or I, wasn't over there when she was there, and you stayed a lot longer. So it's always a really strange thing. But you would think, a lot in common. Let's talk to somebody who's been through the breakup thing. And it's our good friend Rage, Kevin, in Las Vegas. So I don't think we've talked to him all week. He just broke up with somebody, Fez. I don't know if you got the chance to talk to him. You were out there. This girl destroyed him. Aww. We gave him to this week to feel, we said, feel the pain. This week you start new. And last time we talked to him, he had seen his ex with another guy. Rage.
Hey, what's going on, Ronnie?
How are you, brother?
Same old, but things are starting to look up a little bit.
In what way?
I'm actually going to get a drug test to get a job, and basically I hit the rock bottom part, and the only way to go from here is up.
Got to hit that bottom before you can push back off, right, brother?
Yeah.
What kind of job are you going for?
It's just a tire job, working and changing tires and stuff like that. It's a job, though.
Right, I understand. All right, you're a tire guy from this point on. And you have to be drug tested to change tires now? This is where we are in America? Yeah. A guy who's half high can't change a fucking tire?
They're the best ones.
Rage, why don't you give Lily some advice how she can get over Jivin? How did you do it? How did
I do it?
Yeah, how are you able to bounce back?
Right now... after just talking to one of my friends, basically my only friend, he's been there since this relationship started, and he basically told me this morning that, he came me down basically since it happened, and I've been basically just hanging out with him and everything like that, and he basically, told me more things about her that apparently she's been doing behind my back while we're in a relationship.
What has she been doing? What was that little whore doing?
All the times that she said she was, hanging out with her friends, it was basically she was seeing other guys.
Okay.
And it has happened probably, it would happen once every couple of weeks or so.
Wow.
And how they know this is because one of her friends is one of my friend's girlfriend's friends. So,
yeah.
I mean, in a way, it's like a circle. But she said she doesn't want to.
Let me check
with me to know.
Okay, Jivin, did you date outside without telling her all this time? This is a great time to get this off your chest.
No, that's just I did that once in college, and I'm too paranoid. I can't live like that. Maybe that's just why I break up so easily, just because
you break up quick. Yeah, it's not even a problem for you.
No, I gotta get out and get on to the next.
Yeah, you never look back with Lily during all the time that she went through the pain.
No, I never wanted to, because once if you go back just for a taste, you're gonna start false hope. You're gonna something like that.
You'll build up her false hope again.
Yeah.
Do you always break up in person?
Oh no, I'm the complete opposite. Actually, I'm a very if I can get somebody's IM name or now we're in the world of text messaging or.
How did you break up with Lily?
I think it was a combination of maybe in-person and phone calls and maybe a little IM thrown in there, too.
How was it?
Not in person.
Wow, what was it?
It was, a combination of over the phone and via the internet.
Wow, and you were just shocked when this happened.
Ugh, I was shocked, disgusted,
Yeah.
Sure.
Felt used.
Yeah, I guess, a little bit.
I mean, it's one thing a guy breaks up with you, but when your heart is into it, like maybe this is it,
Right.
You give everything. And now do you look over and think, why? When you just see that he almost doesn't...
Bit, yeah.
I mean, if he's being honest now, he doesn't seem like he had anything invested.
Yeah, that's actually really insulting, actually. The fact that he's so nonchalant about the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But oh well.
It's almost like you didn't share anything now.
Almost kind of like the way you were during the relationship, right? Nonchalant, couldn't care.
I don't think so at all. I think I was a very good girlfriend.
What do you
clean, and I do everything.
You cooked and cleaned for him?
Oh, sure, yeah.
Yeah. But what was nonchalant about her?
I think that she just wasn't into the emotion of a relationship. I think she went through the motions, but there was never really... I mean, all this stuff that's come out on air since then, I never heard a peep of this while we were together, so how was I ever supposed to know?
So you thought she was kind of cold?
Oh, yeah.
Distant?
Yeah.
Do you feel like you give off that?
I think sometimes it's hard for me to express my feelings emotionally, but I don't think I was cold in any way.
Yeah.
I think I'm very loving.
I don't know how you ever expected to be in a long-term relationship with somebody if you're very cold and very distant and none of the emotion ever comes out. I'm trying to help you here for your next relationship.
Thank you. Really appreciate that.
You don't find this constructive, Lily?
No, not at all, actually.
All right, here's some people want to jump in. Charlie, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Ronnie, we are seeing some of the best acting ever from Lil. I give her all the credit in the world. The woman who broke my heart was sitting there. I couldn't stay calm like her. I couldn't stay cold. This guy's lucky he doesn't stab her in the fucking heart with a pencil right now. And I want to thank Ron Bennington for bringing some of the best fucking radio ever.
Thank you. Do you feel like you're holding back, Lily?
No, because I was done with this a long time ago, so... No, I'm not really holding back. I just don't even care.
I know.
So.
Why'd you ask me to go on a date the other day?
What are you talking about?
Maybe O&A virus tour?
No. I didn't ask you to come with me. I said if you wanted to get a ticket, I would ask somebody if they would give you one.
All right, I must have been mistaken.
Yeah, you must have. Ew.
So now it feels like it's hard to even be friends with him, I guess.
Ew, yeah, really. It really, really is.
Here's Brad. Brad, you're on Ron Fez.
Yeah, I was calling about Lily, man. I hear her talking about, love and everything, but it seems like she's just got the emotions of a rock, like the personality of a rock. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong.
I think she's all personality.
She has a great personality. That I can't take away from her.
And I think she's a warm and charming friend. I mean, she's warm to everybody around here. Obviously, none of us are in a relationship with them. Only these two have been in a relationship, but I've never thought of her as a cold person. I mean, even as she sits here, Jivin is the one who's distant. And when I look over at Lily, I see her eyes, I see some water there, and I know it's a very difficult thing to be able to sit in here like this in public, She's been through a lot.
It's been tough on her. I mean, because when we first
met...
Tough
on me just sitting here.
Yeah.
Just sitting here between these two. It's difficult.
Because when we first...
What about you?
I'm really between them, and it's really uncomfortable for me.
Sure.
I feel like I'm watching a tennis match back.
Here's Andrew. Andrew, you're on Ron Fez. Andrew, we got you, buddy?
Yeah, sorry about that. Listen, Ronnie, this guy's making it so easy for people like me who aren't Americans to pick up the American chicks. He's acting like a little pussy. He's a little mama's boy. That's how I see it.
Where are you from, Andrew?
I'm from Ireland originally.
Oh, Ireland. Okay, thanks.
We know how to treat people. We know how to treat women especially.
You feel like American guys don't treat women properly?
No, I don't. I think they're all little pussy boys. They need mamas. That's what they need. All they can
What do you say to that, Jivin?
I'm a pussy for breaking up with somebody that I didn't want to be with.
Now you're sounding like a pussy. You're so...
Because I'm being honest?
You're being pompous. You're not being honest. You're being pompous on the radio for show.
No, it's not show. I mean, I'm sitting here
honest about what you're doing. Listen to how you're speaking. Listen to the tone of your voice. You're just being an aggravating little douche.
See, that's the type of guy that I can't stand, who is just gonna come on and really be the guy to, I'm never gonna hurt you, baby, no matter what. Be honest. Be honest. You've been a dick before to a girl, and if you haven't, that means you're in some shitty relationship that you can't get out of, and that's pussy.
No, I don't think you're seeing the point here. You're coming across sounding like a douche. She's being honest. I think she's being sincere, and you're coming across like the relationship was nothing.
Well, leave your number. I'm sure she'll
make it sound like it was nothing. We don't pretend for our friends. We don't pretend for people listening. We're honest and we're upfront. And I'll tell you what, we're cleaning up with the American women.
All right, thank you very much, Andrew. I'll let Jivin try to answer that. Do you feel like you're being honest now, and were you honest with your feeling when you're alone with her? Do you treat her in a different way than you're treating her right now, or is this always the way you talk to her?
We've always been very butt heads with each other, even before we got together. I mean, we were kind of known for clearing out the room where we used to work, because we just sit there and scream at each other, and that's just kind of how it is. I think that kind of brought us together because we were just really aggressive with each other, and I don't think I'm being any less the way I would be. She gets mad at me all the time for when we're just hanging out if I say something honest to her.
Do you agree with him? Is he being honest today?
I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
But I do agree with the caller that he's kind of a pussy sometimes.
Okay. What kind of pussy things would he do?
Well, he says that I'm cold and distant, but I think that emotionally he's very closed off and doesn't express himself either. So
did he ever at any point, though, during this? I mean, isn't this the guy that you hooked up with?
I mean, there were moments, sure, but, but more so he was very closed off.
Right. So, I mean, what surprised you then? If you kind of fell for a guy who seems like he's got a shell up around him, why were you surprised later? That's the thing. What did you expect to change him, or? I guess that's what most women think. Only to still have the same guy that you went with. All right, here is Isaiah. Isaiah, you're on Ron Fez.
Yes, Ron, peace and love, yo. I just wanted to bring up the fact that tables have now turned on Lil. When she was on the radio, she was being arrogant towards Earl, who brought her on, put her onto the show. She throws him under the bus every opportunity. Now she sees how it feels. And I think people should bring that up. On the air, she comes off as everything, want to get with her and all that. And now she sees how it feels. It's not that this dude is being arrogant. This guy's given her a dose of her own medicine.
All right, thank you very much. You see what he's saying there? That sometimes you've been...
Well, I think the situation with Earl is completely different than this situation.
Would I ever tell you that I wouldn't sleep with you for $50 million? That's some of the coldest shit I've ever heard.
It was $25 million, I think.
He's still trying to raise it.
But the thing is, Lilly never gave herself her heart to Earl. You know that she gave you her heart, right?
Not until after the fact, right?
You never knew that she was in love with you.
Absolutely not. And that's why I think that was one of the reasons at the time. There were a few things, but I think that was one of the reasons why I think we broke up at the time, because if you look at the relationship and I didn't feel like it was at that level or was going to get to that level, then what was the harm in breaking up? I didn't think it was going to be that hard on her.
Does that surprise you that he didn't know that you were in love with him?
Well, yeah, I guess, because when he said it to me, I didn't say it back, so maybe he thought that.
Well, when did I say that?
Are you serious?
I told you I loved you.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yes?
I did.
Yes.
Was I hammered?
No.
I told you dead sober that I loved you.
Yeah.
That's news to me. I must have been on peyote or something. I'm not, that's not me messing around, but I honestly, the thought of me, I mean, I'm just a little stunned that you're going to come on here and say that at some point, dead sober, I told you that I loved you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Why don't you help his memory? Do you remember what it was?
I mean, I have no problem admitting that, but I'd like the instance and when that happened.
Sure, it was in my car as I was dropping you off one night.
Okay, and I wasn't bombed in any way. I mean, I was dead sober because I would absolutely remember. I can imagine myself not remembering if I was drunk, but not that would detract from what I said, but I just don't honestly remember saying that.
Yeah. Well, I would remember it because I would think it's a pretty significant moment. Okay. So, yeah, no, I wouldn't be making that up.
That hurts to think that I said that and then it wasn't said back to me. That's painful.
At the time, was it very moving to you that he would say this to you?
Sure, yeah.
And you really took it on if it was real? And now to find out he doesn't even have the memory.
Yeah, that's kind of insulting, actually. But what are you going to do?
It's almost like there's nothing left for you now from your memories of this. I mean, if there was ever a chance for you to move on, it seems like after talking to him today, right?
Right.
I mean, there's not even that one moment that you had.
I guess not.
Unless you think that he's just bullshitting us now.
Yeah, that's really, really shocking to me.
No, I mean, I would definitely. That's not. I would absolutely. I have no problem admitting that. If I absolutely said that, I meant what I said at the time. But I do not remember that happening. So, and I'm not gonna call you a liar, but I'm just saying maybe that's just maybe your memory getting away from you with some other stuff maybe we were talking about at the time. I don't know.
Right.
Here's Timmy. Timmy, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Lily, it's pretty clear you're still pissed off about this whole thing, which is okay. I appreciate the honesty. I mean, it's very interesting to listen to. Just be pissed off about it. Be mad about it and move on. But he's very manipulative. I mean, you can't let him. It seems like he's got his hooks sunk in you, and you got to shake this guy.
How do you think he's trying to manipulate her right now?
Just the way he's, like, kind of blowing it off. It's not a big deal. I might have been on peyote when I said I love you. That's manipulative instead of him saying, you know what, maybe I did do that, and I'm sorry if I did, and I didn't take it as seriously as you did. I mean, he's still trying to manipulate her even now.
All right, interesting. What do you say to that, Jivin?
Yeah, if I said that, I don't know if I would necessarily, an apology, I don't know if I'd apologize for saying that. If I said it, I mean, at that moment, I must have been feeling that, but I don't look back on that relationship that we had as one where it was two people in love. I've been in love. I've been in long-term relationships. That's another thing. I mean, this is a very short relationship in terms of, length that, adults have. Okay. And I don't think.
Did it feel short to you too, Lily?
It was almost a year. I don't think that's a short time.
What did you think?
I thought it was like 6 months in my head or something.
There's a lot of discrepancies.
It's driving you crazy, Lil?
I'm not trying to drive you crazy with
ridiculous. This. It was 11 months, actually.
I guess that's enough time to feel like you love somebody.
You would think this, to spend a year with someone is a little more than we were dating and having fun. There has to be some transformation of emotion. Today you seem like you're just completely cut off from it. Whether it was there before or not, I don't know.
Yeah, just because I think that at first, when I first heard her come on here, I got really angry with her just kind of using this platform sort of behind my back in order to air her grievances towards me.
And is that when she wasn't even using your name? Is that when she was?
Yes, exactly, exactly. And, and then I got even angrier when I kind of felt like speaking about manipulation, she was sort of manipulating her way back into my life using Earl in order to get that internship at Free FM.
Yeah. Do you think that's true, Lil?
Oh my God, that is so not true. Because one had nothing to do with the other.
Mm-hmm.
My internship was supposed to be here, not over at Free FM. Once I found out that he was working there, I said to Earl, I don't know if I should do it. And then, you know what? Everybody was like, "No, what? You should just do it." So really, it had nothing to do with you. I know that you like to, in your self-absorbed mind, think that it really had something to do with me trying to win you back or something, but it really had nothing to do with that.
Well, that's good. It's a relief.
Yes.
So when she showed up there, you thought, this is her way.
When I heard the whole thing, being talked about, she'd mentioned it to me, and Earl had conveniently not mentioned it to me until the day before she started.
Or us, because Earl knew of, it was you when we didn't, for, I don't know, what was it, 4 or 5 months?
Yeah.
Whatever it happened to be. So, yeah, Earl was very much in the middle of all this, but as Lily's friend, and I guess he had a crush on her at the time.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then that on top of trying to start a new relationship, and then Tenacious C hearing that Lilly was going to be over there, it's just...
You're not with C anymore?
No. And I think the whole thing was just too much. I definitely made way too many mistakes in the dating people you work with category.
Right.
That's just a huge no-no, and there I was, and then redating somebody. Too many bad things combined into one. It was all doomed.
You're right about the dating together. Fez had a pretty long relationship with Pepper Hicks. Now it's over, and they're both in here together, and it's uncomfortable.
It's still uncomfortable,
yeah.
I think. He's cold.
Well, maybe you're too hot. Maybe that's part of the problem. Here's Jim. Jim, you're on Ron Fez.
Hey, buddies.
Hey.
The guy sounds like a condescending little prick. What is he, like his mid-20s or something? No wonder you're having trouble with the women.
Why am I having trouble with women?
Because you're a condescending little prick, stupid.
I'm not having trouble with women.
Here's Shane. Shane, you're on Ron Fez.
Ronnie, I was just going to tell Lily she needs to quit playing this sad girl role. She's like trying to find all this sympathy from everybody else, and it's acting like she didn't do nothing wrong.
Well, what are you saying that Lily did wrong?
Well, even if he did say, I love you or whatever, and she's acting like it hurt her so bad, if he said, I love you, and she didn't say it back, I would leave her too.
All right.
It'd drive me absolutely insane.
That seems to come up why didn't you say I love you back? Were you just so taken, you couldn't believe that he said it to you?
No, I don't know why I didn't.
No.
I just didn't.
Did you feel it, though? Even though you didn't say it?
Yes.
You felt it back.
Were you saying that's enough, Fez?
No, I don't think that's enough, but I was just wondering if she didn't, if she was just awkward with the moment or didn't feel the moment.
Yeah. David, you're on Fez.
Hey, Ronnie. I think the issue is if you go 11 months, there's going some kind of emotional attachment. I think this guy's a cold-hearted prick, and Lily's pissed off about him, or he's actually hurting just as much as she was, and he's not willing to step up and go, yeah, I did feel something for her.
Well, Yeah. All right, thanks a lot. I mean, you're saying the 11 months doesn't seem all that long to you, but here's Dave and Casey are getting married after only meeting each other less than 6 months ago. So there can be a lot of emotion.
I guess, yeah. I guess there can be. I just don't ever remember that level of emotion being there.
Yeah. It always felt like casual to you.
No, I wouldn't say casual, but I don't ever felt like it hit that level where this was going to be some huge thing when we broke up.
Right. Well, I mean, she's you're sleeping together. She's cooking for you. She's cleaning for you. At what point do you go, okay, this becomes somewhat of a serious relationship?
When she actually starts verbalizing those things or showing them in a more than just sexual way, just in a close, personal sort of way. That was never there.
So you don't feel like she was ever warm to you?
No. She was extremely nice, but no, warm, not there.
Did you ever talk to her about it, ask about it?
I don't think so. Maybe. We might have come up a couple times, but I think the response might have been, that's just not the type of person I am. Right?
That conversation never happened.
Never took place?
No.
Now I'm inventing things.
Would you be open if he would have talked to you about, like, I'm used to, I need a little more cuddling or hand holding or whatever it seems like. I need you to write poems for me. I don't know exactly what he's looking for, but apparently he didn't feel like he was getting something.
Well, apparently I wasn't the only one who didn't verbalize how I felt. So
he was the same.
Yeah.
Except for that I love you time. That may or may not now have happened.
I just want to say it really did, because girls remember those types of things.
Sure.
But did you feel a distance from him, like he's now saying he felt from you? Did you ever feel that?
She was blindsided with that I am.
Yeah.
Breaking up with an I am is bad, man.
I can't.
Really
I'm just so... I know that things are going to come flying at my head, Ron.
I know.
I'm also not very quick, so I feel like she can maybe break my nose or something.
I know what you're saying, but you can't. Sorry, your father died. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's certain things you got to show up for funerals. We don't like to do them, but there's certain things that we got to do in this world.
I didn't think it was if I would have realized it was 11 months, maybe I would have done a face-to-face, I think.
Yeah, I think
6 months is still I am.
How long? Yeah.
No.
No, I don't think so either. I think 6 months face-to-face. Earl, how long do you date before you have to have a face-to-face breakup?
I would say at least a year.
A year?
That's my boy.
All right, so he's on your side. Pitsy, what's your pull on this?
3 months.
3 months has got to be a face-to-face?
Yes.
Hard Rock Johnny?
I'm going to go with 3 months.
3 months. She was due a face-to-face. She was due the ability to be able to sit down, and you would have had to explain yourself of, look, I do like you as a friend. I want us to continue being friends. She gets an I am. This guy who she's been with for 11 months is now out of her life, and she had no place to put that, and eventually it went on to, on the air, the kind of stuff that you heard. That I agree with, was pretty harsh.
It was the truth. It wasn't harsh.
I can't even remember now what was said, but I do know I always used to stick up for the fantasy boyfriend.
Right, yeah.
Before I found out it was Jivin. I was like, geez, you're a little hard on this guy. All right, here's somebody who should know it's a friend of both of yours, CT.
Oh, okay.
From the CT and Jivin show, who knows both these kids. Hey, CT.
Hey guys,
what's up, Rohan?
I know, obviously, I know both of them. It's just, this sounds like every encounter they've ever had. I mean, everyone's calling up saying Jivin's a cold-hearted prick, and he is. And Lilly knew that going in. That's the type of guy he is. He's just an asshole half the time. So it's more not her, but women in general have no idea why they're so surprised when that guy shows the same behavior a year down the road.
Yeah, I kind of brought that up to Lilly earlier. Like, what do you expect from him? This is pretty much the guy that we know.
And I've never heard Lilly sound so defeated, I gotta say.
Really?
I know.
Defeated?
Yeah.
I mean, I think she, her feelings hurt, but I don't think she's defeated. I think it's very brave to be able to sit in here and do this.
Well, usually I'm a fighter.
I definitely think so, but I guess I would lean towards thinking maybe she's still not entirely over it. And we're friends. I mean, if anything, we actually probably hang out more often than me and Jivin hang out.
But the other thing is, CT, don't you wish you would have got this on your show? Don't you think to yourself, hey, why didn't I try to make this happen?
Then my uncle and niece can hear it. That's about it.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter. This would be nice for that tape. Send it JFK. All right, thanks a lot, buddy.
Thanks.
Later, man.
See you, CT.
Here is Bill. Bill, you're on the air.
Hey, what's up, buddies?
Yeah.
Hey, Lilly, listen to me. You got to let it out. You cannot hold back this pride and say, if I give something to him that I don't want to give him the satisfaction. There's this big space in this radio program where we don't know how pissed off you are. But don't take shit off Jivin. I'm not giving you a hard time. But, and I'm glad you're being honest. But, I mean this with respect. Just shut up and take it out, Lilly. Tell him what you feel.
All right, I'll let Lily do that.
No, I'm a classy woman.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I am. So, you know, everything I wanted to say, I let out months ago, and there's nothing left to say. Honestly. So, that's it.
Well, that's good for radio. Thank you. I wish it would have been nice if I was here when you let all that stuff out, and it wasn't just you smashing me over the air. Well, you know.
It really wasn't.
And then
that good.
hearing it from Earl or whoever else.
Earl, you called him?
Earl? Don't drag me into this. He asked me a question, I answered it.
I wonder. Troublemaker.
I mean, you know, what am I going to say? Am I too good for him? Yes, I believe so. I think that I am.
Well, you know, and another thing that you've really enjoyed doing over the past 6 months or so is, oh, you didn't happen to catch the XM show today, did you? Oh, no, Lily, I didn't. Oh, good. Don't listen to that one. Don't listen to that one. Where she's dropping hints that she was talking all kinds of smack about me on the show, but she actually wants me to know that she was doing that.
I think you give yourself a little too much credit, honestly. That's what I'm going to say.
You know, we can pick this up some other time, but I feel like we're at that same spot, and we got to do this.
Razzle Dazzle. It's Board Gossip with Eastside Dave.
A little gossip, a little chat, a little eye.
Cutting in a little close. It's Board Gossip time. Starting off with a segment called Jealousy. Jealousy. Night and day. From FBA, a girl, the new wonderful womanly sensation of the web and reigning champion of FBA's Hottest Girl contest. But alas, she will not be entering the competition to defend her titillating title this year, as apparently Kara from MySpace accused her of bribing the judges with hand jobs to win last year's crown. Oh, Kara, depriving mankind of seeing new provocative pics of a girl. You better see an envy doctor quickly, because you've come down with a bad case of jealousy. Jealousy, night and day. Now for a brand new segment entitled Sour Grapes. Earl Douglas. Sour grapes. Laughing star. Say sour grapes. From whackbag.com, it seems Tax Cunts is hopping mad at not being invited to the wedding sensation of the season, Eastside Dave and Casey wedding of 2007, saying, quote, "Why can't I come to the marriage? Dave sucks cock," end quote. Well, maybe you should have thought better when you chanted Dave is a dog fucker at my bachelor's party. Oh, Tax Cunts, no wedding cake for you. Instead, feast on this bowl of sour grapes. Say sour grapes. John Prine. Laughing star. Say sour grapes. And now for Who Could It Be? Got him.
He's awful.
Oh.
He's awful.
What lovely internet lady was spotted by the gossip team scolding Mike Kaka on Pal Talk after Kaka said she sometimes dresses like, quote, a lacrosse player, end quote, to which this salad-loving senorita said, quote, fuck you, Thurston Howell wannabe. Oh, the happiness, the typing, the pearl necklaces, the insults, I wonder. Who could it be?
I'm not even so sure what was said.
Oh, who got insulted there?
Yeah.
Mike Kaka accused her of dressing like a lacrosse player. She was very insulted.
Why did she call him a Thurston Howell wannabe?
He dresses so proper.
I see.
And I may have made that part up a little.
Okay.
And now for a segment
funnier than that.
Now for a segment called Back and Forth.
Going back and forth and back and forth.
Oh, that old song.
From the musical Bed and Sofa.
Good one.
From FBA, it appears...
I got a couch there.
From FBA, it appears Sin Fiction and Nickelbag continue their salacious sparring of sentences. Recently, a gossip spy saw Sin Fiction saying that Nickelbag has an ugly girlfriend. To which Nickelbag said, "At least I have a girlfriend, fuckhead." And upon hearing this, Sin Fiction then said, "Well, you're still a fatso." Boys, the internet is not to be used like a ping pong table. Enough with the back and forth.
Going back and forth, back and forth.
Oh, this makes me miss Ben's sofa.
And now for a
Spring of 54.
And now for a segment called Old Friends.
Old friends. Old friends.
From RonFez.net, Furtherman and Funkman. Two superhero-sounding old friends. Funkman would invite Furtherman over to his house on Saturdays, and the two would watch their alma mater, Michigan University, play the old pigskin, sharing beer and memories. But alas, as memories fade, so do friendships. The gossip team overheard Funkman saying that Furtherman's passion for astronomy was, quote, boring as pig shit, end quote. To which Furtherman replied, "Shut up, drunk man," end quote. Oh my. Seems not even spring's warm wind can repair the cold feelings between these two. Such a shame, as they used to be great. Old friends.
Old friends. Old friends.
Shouldn't that have been a back and forth?
And that's today's Bald Gossip. And remember, we're always watching.
We gotta wrap this up. Thanks a lot for coming in, Hard Rock Johnny. And of course, Jivin and Lilly, thanks so much for airing your dirty laundry on our show. Check your emails to see if you got invited. Oh, and one last thing.
That's the end of my show. Donk.
Ron Bennington, Fez Watley,
Ron and Fez.